stream down at the river, and we've had a little delay. So I'll wait till a few of you get in, and then I'll tell you about the delay. And it's okay. We'll go out probably in a couple days or next week. Maybe Sunday. It's kind of early for some of you, so I might not get any people on here at this hour. It's 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. And I know a lot of you are used to doing late night live streams, so maybe you'll only catch this later. I had planned on going live at the river during the day. It's already getting dark here now, and with this infection, I'm pretty drained, so I don't. Excuse me, I don't. Oh goodness, I'm almost ready for bed soon. Yeah, so I don't know. Will we stay on for longer than a few minutes? I don't know. We'll see who pops on. I think if nobody pops on in the next minute, then I'm going to read for a bit, and then I'm going to go to sleep. If you're catching this later, I've got a spider bite, and it's kicking my butt. So we're going to delay the live stream, and yeah, excuse me, that's what we're going to do. Yeah, I suspect that most people are probably eating supper, or I'm not sure what, at this hour, 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. Goodness knows when. Oh, there's somebody popped in. Hello. Hi, Jensen Po. Welcome to the stream. It's kind of a message, a relayed message of delayed. Who's this? Umarul Farouk. I don't know your names, but welcome. We were going to do a live stream at the river, and we didn't do that. We're not going to do that tonight. So a little rain check on that, probably in the next couple of days or next week. Where are you from? Canada. Middle of buttfuck nowhere's Ontario. Where are you from? Tell me where you guys are from. Holy hell, there's 23 people here all of a sudden. How did that happen? Why are you off your camera? Because I'm not, no, I won't be opening my camera. UK, hello UK. Welcome to the chat. From India, hello India, welcome to the chat. What time of day is it where you are, and what's going on? What seasons are you in? It's winter here, but you wouldn't be able to tell, but by how it looks outside, it looks very spring-like. For us, anyways, the snow is melting, and it's unseasonably mild. Well, though, I mind you, I say that, and it was kind of chilly out earlier, so. But still, it's mild, and you can see grass in parts. Six people now. 23 people were on, and when I said I wasn't turning my camera on. Oh, goodness. I'm gonna maintain my anonymity. So, yeah. What is your name? My name is up on the screen. I think you're able to see by touching the screen. 3 more people left. Yeah. I won't be I won't be turning my screen or the camera on. If you guys are just scrolling through like I don't recognize your names, so if you're just scrolling through whatever live streams are on, you likely won't be interested in my channel. Um, I have a typical following. I shouldn't say typical, that's not the right word. But there's a group, or there's a, the people who are sub to my channel are here like regularly, so anybody popping in, this may or may not interest you. Hello, hello. Who's here? Moira? That's a nice name. Moira Sullen Boys. That's reminds me of Moira from Schitt's Creek. Have you seen? Tanatswa. Where are you from? Where is everybody from? I saw we got UK and India. And welcome to the chat, guys and girls and beasts of this world. What is my dream come true? If we could go back before AI existed and have it not exist. If you had asked me that before AI, I would have had a different answer for that, but right now that's where I'm at. My dream come true would be to be able to go back in time and not have AI be a thing. Can I get you a 40 bag? No, no. I mean, I probably could actually. I probably could actually, but I'm gonna say no because I don't know where you are. Anyways, how was your day? My day was interesting. How was your day? Yeah, Tanatswa, AI took the world and it ruined it. It's ruining everything. There's just AI everywhere, it seems, and I don't know about you guys, but I feel really overwhelmed by it. When I was little, we didn't have computers. We weren't bombarded by this stuff. Now all of a sudden, this friggin' AI is everywhere. The advertisements have gotten out of hand, but then now having AI advertisements, it's just beyond. It's crazy. Does that sound like a reasonable wish? Oh, are you the one that asked for the 40 pack? No. Tanatswa asked, what are you guys, all of you girls and guys and beasts, what is your dream come true? Tanatswa asked that. Felicia Bielo, how was your day? Let's chill tonight. Where is everybody from? We had somebody from UK, somebody from India. Yes, I said ladies and gentlemen and beasts of this world. So if you're sitting there with your pets, that's what I mean. I'm speaking to you and your pets. Tanatsua said it was fun without phones. It made life better. I think so too. I miss that time before phones. And actually, I delayed getting a phone for the longest time. And my first several phones I didn't buy because I didn't want a phone And then a friend of mine, I guess she upgraded her phone. And anyway, she showed up at my door one day during a snowstorm to pick me up to drive me to work, which she didn't have to do that. I walked to work every day. But I guess she woke up and saw that it was, I don't know if it was snowing or pouring rain. Either way, she came to pick me up. I think it was winter, pretty sure. And she said, Bomber, tell your family to stop calling me, and here, take this phone. And she made me take her phone. And she goes, I don't care. I don't care what you say. Take this phone. It's yours now. Um, Give your family the number. Tell them to stop calling me. So, anyways, it was hard to get a hold of me before that. But that was a flip phone, a Nokia flip phone. And it was not that many years ago. I feel like technology has advanced so quickly in such a short time. Yeah, my day was interesting, Felice. How do I say your name? Felice? Felice Bielo? Felice Bielo? Am I saying that right? Excuse me. I got a spider bite and it's kicking my butt, guys. It's it's infected and I wasn't like I thought it was kind of impossible for that to even happen because I covered it as soon as I saw this thing on me and um it was protected, it was kept clean, but they said that it's like whatever the spider had on its fangs or whatever. It's the same as like if a cat scratches you or a dog, they've got bacteria on them. So when the fangs, I hate this conversation. The thought that a spider put its fangs in me. You're not 10. What? Your name says 1961. Also, my stream says it's not kid friendly. What are you doing on here? It says I chose not kid friendly on purpose because um, I use explicit language and I don't have a really strong filter, so Feliz Bielo, 1961. Are you on somebody else's YouTube? Is that what you're doing? Oh goodness. I suppose I'll try to speak kid friendly then if you're 10. Where are you living? Where not don't tell where you live exactly. Tell me what country are you in? Like I'm in Canada. Tell us what country you're in. But don't tell the name of your town or no specifics, please. Because there's creepy people on the internet. You're on your dad's account? Does he know you're on your dad's account? Okay, guys and girls. Just a heads up, whoever's in here, we have a 10-year-old. So let's be kind. Ew, Tanatsua, what? Are you all kids? Is that what's happening here? Tanatsua, how old are you? What's happening here? Oh, goodness. There was an adult here. Who said they... Tanatsua, you said it was fun without phones. It made it better. You're not 15 if you remember a time without phones. Okay, little miss or mister. Don't be getting lippy. I can't hear you through the phone if you're saying that out loud. Oh, you're in Quebec. I know Quebec. So without saying where you are in Quebec, are you closer to Montreal? Are you closer to Quebec City? Or are you closer to Gaspé? Gemini Moon, good to see you. A face that I know. There's there's some people in the chat. I don't know anybody. There's, I believe, some children, even though I chose my stream not to be for children. Um, yeah. Oh, are you? Okay. We, I almost just checked there on the thing, but we're supposed to get a little bit of snow tonight. It's been really mild today before now, but it's actually started to drop now, so I can see that. It will get snow. The Squatching Cowboy, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while, Cowboy. See, there's children in here. I don't know who this person is. I don't know. Um, I don't know. How about we do this? I didn't block them because they're on their dad's account, and I don't know who their dad is. How are you guys doing? Cowboy and Gem, how are you doing? Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a long time. You had left, you were leaving your channel for a while, and I just so happened to see that post. At the time, I was away from the internet, and I had been away for a while, and I just happened to open it, and there I saw your post. Like something was telling me to go and open YouTube, and I did, and there you were, your post saying you were leaving. And I thought, well, hopefully that's temporary. Did it end up being temporary? Okay, I wonder if that person needs to be just temporary or permanent. That's not the one that's on their dad's account. Okay, one moment, guys and girls. I'm gonna get rid of that. There. Oh, you're in Montreal, okay. Or close to Montreal. Montreal's nice. Montreal's so cold, though. Is it cold right now? Oh, some of the coldest nights, aside from where I'm from, Montreal has been some really cold times. Salad, hello, hello. Salad says, it's so weird because I was just thinking about you and here you are alive. Yeah, I was only going to pop in for a few minutes, but then I got a bunch of people in that I didn't know any of them. And we had a little few moments of social time, and I'm still here. Good, Cowboy. I'm glad. Because you're a totem in the community. This is like, when you were saying you were leaving, it's like, you know, there's a million channels out there, and there's some channels that are just, you can't just go. I'm like, what? It's okay to take breaks. If you need a break, take a break, but not close down shop and leave us. I'm not really even participating in the community right now, so I'm one to talk. But I am trying to attempt to come back here and get more present, you know? So I get it. It gets overwhelming, all the stuff. Sometimes we do need to step away and kind of take inventory, internal inventory. So that's okay, but not leaving. It was sad to see that post that you were leaving, and I was really hoping it was temporary. Yeah, Felice Bielo says, howdy cowboy, I'm the mystery child. Yeah. He or she, I don't know if you're a he or a she, but Felice Bielo, 1961, is a 10-year-old child using their father's account. So, just a heads up, guys and girls. I did mark on this live stream that it's not for children. However, Felice Bielo has bypassed that, so there we are. Your cat scratched you. Felice, you better go clean that really well, eh? Because you don't want to get cat scratch fever. People get really sick from that. My skin is so sensitive. If I even, because the cat's nails all kind of grow at different speed, and some of them will grow faster than the others, and they're sharpening them all the time. Some of them will sharpen faster than the others, and just to get my attention, I get a lot of like tapping on my leg, and if the nails are sharp, it's not even that they're purposely trying to scratch me. I just get the tapping on the leg, and there's claws going in, and my skin's so sensitive, so I have to clean it right away and then apply polysporin, triple antibiotic with the pain relief. They mean well. I know they don't mean to scratch me, but it happens. Clean it right away for these. Ooh, salad. Salad says, what brought you to mind is that tomorrow is the 15th of January, day one of my challenge. Oh, I'm excited. Tell me about your challenge. Okay, so for those of you who aren't aware, maybe some of you are and you're still thinking about what you want to set. In my family, we don't do New Year's resolutions. We set challenges for ourselves. And there's always like one major challenge that's going to basically change our lives. And I mean, we set the rules for ourselves. So if you don't, it doesn't have to be one big challenge that's going to, but that's typically what we do is a big challenge. But sometimes it's, a couple smaller things. And this year, I've set so many friggin' challenges. I wrote them down, and they range anywhere from small to big, but there's one big one. And I'll share that when I accomplish it. And it's going to be by summertime. It's not a if, it's a when. It's happening this year. So anyway, the challenge is you get to set your own rules for it. And something that we set was, it doesn't start on January 1st. It starts January 15th because, okay, like there's less pressure. And it ends December 15th. So it's a year minus a month. And of course, if you want to start it early, you can start it early. And if you want to start it later, whatever, we set our own rules. This year, we're changing the dates a little bit because of the energy shifting, planetary wise with with all the stuff. We're going into Aquarius energy. So around the 18th is when energy is going to shift, and we're going to feel gung-ho into starting new projects and jumping into the challenges and, doing all the things, all the action. So if you don't feel quite energetically like driven to start your challenges right now, that's because of where we're at. It's go within time and rest time. So if you're feeling drained or tired, it's kind of that's kind of works out for all this. If you're going to do the challenges for these dates, even it works out. But anyways, um, Salad, I want to hear about your challenge, and if it's one big one for you, or if it's going to be little ones. It's it's going to be really exciting. Also, we hold ourselves accountable. Nobody, like, it's not like we're a New Year's resolution. A lot of people will say, "Oh, I want to lose 20 pounds or 10 pounds or whatever by whatever date." Like, that's really unrealistic. You don't know what's going to happen from now till whenever. And you can make it, a goal for yourself. But the thing is if you don't accomplish it, then you feel like you failed. And the thing is, there's no failure, only feedback. But like, if you look at these things, change the wording around, shift your challenge to be something that is, you're challenging yourself to make changes that are going to change your life, basically. Like, if you look at your life and you see something that you do in your life that you'd like to change, or something that's going on in your life that you'd like to shift, like something that has been not serving you, change it. And you challenge yourself. So, what we would do is we would say we had 3 cheat days in the year. So let's say for my sister, the one year she'd decided she was not going to have any processed sugar. And I was abstaining from alcohol, and my other sister was abstaining from pork and TV before 8. And we were allowed 3 cheat days in the year. And that's not like 3 days of binge drinking, like that doesn't count for one cheat. That would have been 3. But anyways, yeah, so it's a real game changer, and you really get to see what you're made of. Philly says if anyone came into my house, they would run. Why is that, Felice? Was that you got a big scary dog, or what's the situation there? Let us know so that we don't get any ideas about coming into your house. Jem, you've been doing a lot of time alone. That's good. That's what we need right now, is to kind of go within and basically take inventory, shadow work, journaling, meditations. It's a rest time, really, until about the 18th, and then energy is going to shift. Then we're going to feel more driven. Oh, a salad. You're still thinking? No, you're not running out of time. The energy is shifting around the 18th. So even though we say the 15th is the day that we start, really, you can set your own days. So let's say you set it for the 18th, which is when the energy is going to shift. Well, then you can say it's from January 18th to December 18th, which still gives you a few days before Christmas, if that's your thing, that if there's something you want to not if there's something you want to abstain from for the year, but you want to partake at Christmas, that kind of thing. Or you can just make up your own rules. Like, that's the thing about the challenges, is we're challenging ourselves. So let's say, one of my things is, there's a couple words that I find really irritating, and they're not helpful in conversation. They just, they don't serve. So it kind of waters down a sentence and the point of a conversation, like the point of interest in conversation. I don't know how to say this, okay? But there's certain words that I'm trying to eliminate from my vocabulary. And so that doesn't mean I'm never going to say those words again, because it's a habit to say them. However, I'm mindful not just when I use them. Like, of course, as soon as I say them, I'm in my head going, there it is. There it is. You said it. But also, if I can catch myself before the word comes out of my mouth, then I can prevent myself from saying it, use an alternative word, change my words to get around it, and that's a win. And the more I do that, the more I'll create a habit. It'll become a habit, and it'll become second nature. So it's a practice, but that's only one thing on my list. There's a bunch of things on my list. Jem, you like the challenge thing? What were you thinking about any challenges that you might set for yourself, or is it something you've not really contemplated? There's still time. It's not a January 1st kind of thing. So nobody's behind. Basically, like making changes to change our lives, because every little change that we make will make it's like it makes waves. So it'll create more change. Little changes make big changes. The end result of that is big changes. Felice, you said you can bypass anything. Does your father know that you're using his YouTube? Oh, 5? Felice said he or she is 10. You get hurt all the time and it just heals in 2 seconds, literally. That's because you're 10, buddy. That's what that's about. Salad says, Jem, even with grace, I still hesitate to make a commitment. Perhaps that's my challenge. Yeah, oh, both of you do. Jem says, oh, so perfectly put, me too. So that's the thing about discipline, right? Because we are the ones that need to hold ourselves accountable. We're the ones that build our own discipline. Nobody else can do that for us. And one of the things that, one of my mottos, I've kind of combined 2 mottos and made it into one. And I don't know, I wasn't sure where this came from because it didn't come from me. Like, I didn't create this. It just all of a sudden was in my head. And I do meditations. So morning meditations and nighttime. Well, the nighttime ones are often I'll fall asleep to nighttime meditations. And if they're affirmations, they're going into my subconscious. And there's a few that I've listened to multiple times. And there's a few times now where I've woken up at a certain point and I can hear the affirmations that they're saying. I'm basically hypnotizing myself, okay? I'm rewiring my brain with this stuff. So I'll get up to go use the washroom in the middle of the night and I can hear the affirmations playing in the video. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm doing that. Yep, that's me. I'm doing that now. This is a part of who I am now. All these changes, it's like but it's such a huge shift from who I was prior that I can tell you, like, these conditioning your own mind, it's a thing, okay? Like, you can actually do this by listening to meditations at night. Well, the meditations help with calming your nervous system and re-regulating it, but there's certain things that you can. I wish I could think of his name. He's a hypnotist on YouTube, and he has videos of like affirmations, positive affirmations for different things. Like, you can type in, I don't know, whatever, an example, whatever, and I would just be mindful if you're going to do that. I always check to see in the description, because now they need to say if there's AI I don't want to listen to AI. It doesn't, it's cold, it's heartless, it's soulless, and I can feel that. There's, it, it's like it drags me down energetically. So AI is getting really tricky really quickly. And so I'm hoping they put better regulations in for that. But if you go into the description in the video, any video that you click on, oftentimes if you kind of look down at the bottom of that description, and it's going to say if it's been AI generated or altered somehow with AI, like they say it. So I check all that now, and especially like I'll listen to a few moments, and if it doesn't click, if it doesn't feel right, I move on because there's a million meditations. So you don't need to feel stuck just doing, the first one that pops up. I got distracted there. Oh yeah, I want to say that the thing that my mottos, it's two mottos that I've combined into one, and it's do it now, and the other one is everything is easy. So I've combined that to be do it now and everything is easy, because as I've implemented these in my life, and it's just come so naturally because I've done the hypnosis, like I listen to this before sleep or while I sleep, and it's changed my life. Literally everything just when I look at a job I need to do in my apartment, like it's a big to do here, and with a bunch of stuff, and it's like, okay, I would look at this before and go, oh, this looks like it's going to be a 3-hour job, and I'll just I like I can't tackle this right now. And anyway, the do it now and everything is easy. It's changed everything, because before I would look at something and think that, and then when I did start just tackling the things that needed to get done, I realized that something that I thought was going to be a 3-hour job ended up being 20 minutes or even less. And that's been a game changer, because I realized I was blowing up. I was blowing up in my head, feeling overwhelmed, like pre-overwhelmed of things that it really wasn't as big of a deal as I thought. So the more I tackled, regardless of my anxieties about time or how long it was going to take or how much, whatever, I realized that, and it's so much easier than we thought. It's just, if there's something that you're putting off in your home or outside or whatever it is, just do it. Just start it, because I think starting is the hardest part. But once you get started, you realize, oh, this is nothing. And the do it now and everything is easy thing it brings me back to the dishes. And I'm sure I've told you about the dishes thing. But there's no dishes. I don't have any dirty dishes in my kitchen ever, because I do it right away. So as soon as I cook my meals, there's like at least a 5-minute span there between the time you take your food out of the pot or out of the pan and when you're actually going to eat. And in those few minutes, you can do your dishes. Easy peasy. And then there's no dishes to do ever. And it's do it now. Like, do it now. If you look at something and you think, oh, that'll only take me a few minutes later, just do it now. Save those few minutes, and oh my goodness, it's so freeing. Oh, Squatching Cowboy says, I gotta go. Got someone coming down my driveway. Okay, well, I'll probably be here still, maybe when you come back. We didn't make it to the river tonight, but that's okay. We'll go down to the river later in the week or next week. Glad you stopped by, Cowboy. Pop in anytime. We'll be doing more live streams. Salad says, cut down on computer time and read more books. That would do me good. Yeah, those are great ones. That's reading books is uh like it's I don't want to say it's one of mine. It's become already naturally something that I'm doing. Um I am mindful though. Actually, I might have added that on my list too, regardless of even though I've made it a habit. What I've started doing is I want to increase my reading speed because I've been monitoring myself and I read at an exceptionally slow speed. Um, whether that's because I'm reading the same paragraph over and over or the same sentence over and over, like my attention goes to all over the place and certain things I'll read and my mind is going somewhere else. Um, I get distracted, but I'm determined to stick with this. So um, I know because every time I get back into reading again, it's the same thing. If you can bring yourself, it's like meditation. You bring yourself back into present moment, read read what you're reading and visualize what you're reading and like really associate it like whatever is popping up in your mind, let that drift away. It's a process and some days I read more than other days because of the attention span thing. However, what I've started to do to speed up my reading, which kind of has put a little bit of extra pressure on me, but that's okay. I really I think long term it's going to be good. I set a timer for an hour and it's an alarm. So on the alarm, I'll mark down the page that I'm on in the book. And then in an hour's time, when the timer goes off, then I look at what page I'm on and I'm keeping track in an album in my notes of the date and the hour that I was reading, like the specific hour, and then how many pages I read in that hour. And oh, hello, Bubbles. What are you doing? Oh, what? Poor bear. Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Hey, what do you need? Oh, come here. Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Oh, come, come. Hmm. Just, that's my babies. She's a good girl. The books. Let's see. Oh yeah, because I'm reading 1,000-page book right now, and I just finished 1,000-page book just before that. And anyways, anyway, I'm just challenging myself. Any chance that I have to challenge myself, I'm doing it. Yeah, the good side of that salad about reading more is you ultimately will cut down on your computer time because you're going to be reading more. Yeah. See, and I mean, you can add in the computer part if you needed to, but really you don't need to because as long as you have the reading more books, it's just going to happen. Oh, what do you mean? You said, don't tell me that. I'll never get there. What do you mean? Don't tell you what? Oh, I'm really behind. Okay, I see what you're saying. That was from when I said about changing dates. No, 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 never mind that. Reading books, that's a great thing to start right now, even tonight, tomorrow morning. I like to do it in the morning. So I do get up and get the coffee going. I have a little dance in the kitchen and do my morning chores. And sometimes I'll try to get a big chore right away. But other times I'll just make my coffee and sit and do my timer and my reading. But I really like to, well, I do the meditation too first thing in the morning. The very first thing is meditation. Um, anyways, yeah, you can start it today. You can start it tonight or tomorrow morning. Whatever time works best for you, maybe both. Feliz, I don't know what that is. Salad says, tomorrow is my day. My challenge is to decide what my challenge is by midnight. That's a great challenge. Oh, sorry about the noise. They've taken to hanging out on the camping equipment and gear that's over there. So you can hear them moving around. That's the cats. Jem says, I'm going to commit to my journal, cut down on smoking, do my workout daily. These are great. That's great. And a good way to start that, Jem, is to take out your journal right now and write that down. Mark the date, mark in big letters on the top, challenge, my challenge or my challenges. And I mean, you don't want to necessarily own that it's going to be a challenge, but in the literal sense, but it's that you're challenging yourself, and decide it, and decide why. I think that's a big part of it too, is knowing your why, because we can set all kinds of great ideas and plans and goals and whatever, but without a why, I think it's too easy to let it fall to the wayside and not hold ourselves accountable. Like it's yeah. I mean, I don't think more needs to be said about that, but you get it, right? Like obviously we know like for all those things what the benefits are. I think maybe even writing down the benefits, maybe that's what I'll do tonight or tomorrow. Well, probably not tonight, but tomorrow, being the 15th. Tomorrow I'll document, because I just all my challenges are written in another notebook. So what I'll do is I'll put them in my journal and mark my why with it. Yeah, that's what I'll do tomorrow. Salad, less computer, videos, more books. Yep, that's great. That's a great one. Although, not to justify the computer video thing, but I learn a lot by listening to podcasts, like longer format interviews and podcasts. So there is benefit to that. However, getting back into the books again and reading every single day, oh goodness, it's like a piece of me that was missing. I've found again, and it's very cathartic. I definitely recommend it to anybody out there who's wishing that they could get their attention span back, or get back into their books, or maybe you've got stacks of books and you just not making the time. Like, even if all you do is set aside 15-20 minutes a day, it's better than no time a day. So let's say you do it while you're having your morning coffee or tea, or maybe when you're soaking in the bath at night, or whatever it is. See, now we need to hold ourselves accountable, right? That's it, Salad. That's it. Oh, are we sharing each other's challenges? Yeah, I love that though. I love that because then, especially if we're sharing the same challenges, it's kind of creating like a community support system for them, right? That's it. Nobody can do it for us. We've got to do it for ourselves. Ooh, that sounds good, Jem. Jem is making fresh mint tea with honey and lemon. Ah, I want to add that to my list. I would like to get back into my teas because I've got a whole shelf, like two shelves. Wait, is it two shelves? No, one big shelf. I had one smaller shelf for teas before, and then it started to go into like two small shelves. So when I redid my cupboard, just reorganized and cleaned out, I gave the teas one big shelf because There were so many teas. And yeah, so I want to start drinking tea again every day. Because I used to have tea every day. Now, maybe I could start swapping out the coffee and switching it up a bit. Oh, Jem, me too. I love Joe Dispenza. Um, Joe Dispenza, well, there's a combination of them that I can honestly say saved my life. And Joe Dispenza, he definitely got me on that freight train of reconditioning the mind. And actually, Dr. Bruce Lipton was the beginning. And then from Dr. Bruce Lipton, I was led to Dr. Joe Dispenza. So if you're interested, which I mean, if you're listening to Joe every night, you can listen to long format interviews and podcasts with Dr. Bruce Lipton. And then anybody who's dealing with PTSD and CPTSD, Dr. Gabor Mate, Gabormate, with an accent aigu, I believe it is. Yeah, Mate. Yep. Anyways, he's fascinating. He talks about with PTSD, like it's not with, it's not about the accident, it's the concussion. So it's not about what happened, but how our body received that and took that on. And you can have multiple people in the same car accident, quote unquote, and not everybody's going to be affected the same way. And it's the same thing with trauma. Yeah, there's so many fascinating doctors out there that are just amazing. Oh, you're saying all your signs. Jem says, my son is a Gemini and ascendant, I believe, is Leo. What is your moon, Jem? Did I miss that part? No. Excuse me. Oh, Salad is also a Leo rising. Isn't that interesting? We got 2 Leo risings. Scorpio sun, Virgo moon. What great combinations, you guys. Salad says it's difficult, I'm not gonna lie. Mine too. Yes, ladies, mine too. Yeah, just do it. I don't know how far behind I am, but if that's where I'm so far behind, I think I'm gonna do 100%. Jem says, I did a lot of cooking today and I was so happy to get all the dishes done too. Isn't it amazing? Oh, it feels so good. Especially if you've ever spent any amount of time with dirty dishes in your sink. Like I have in the past. But I'm not that person anymore and I'll never be that person again because I've implemented this and do it now and everything is easy. Oh, Salad, me too. Salad says, I used to read a lot more than I do now. I miss it and have a ton of unopened books on my shelf. It's time. It is time. So, you know what you do? Go to your shelf and maybe it's easy. Maybe right off the hop, you know exactly what book it is you want to start with. And maybe it's not easy. For those of us who have a million books that we want to read, it's not always easy. Maybe take out your top 3 that you want to read. And from those 3, then go with, choose your top then. And you're going to see after the first little bit, it feels a little tricky, but you're going to get right in the hang of it. And I think for me, what really got me back into it was making it a routine, like combining it with something I was already doing in the day so that it just became a part of the habit. So when I'm having my coffee, I'm reading. In the morning, I'm reading. It's my quiet time. Well, my whole life is quiet time now. So, but my mornings are they're sacred to me. You know, the first thing, meditation, and then exercise, doing my morning routines, like the chores, I mean, and it's just the whole I really enjoy the routines. And I was never a routine person, but I really thrive on routine. Oh, we're team reading. We're the book club here, guys and girls. We are the book club. You love watching movies too, Jem. You know, you know what I started doing? This is ridiculous because the book I'm reading, it's there's a series out, like a series, like a show series, and I have already watched the first part of the series years ago, and it was really good. And I heard that there was a book series out on this, and I like to read the books first. So there came a certain point where I said, you know what? I think I'd rather read the books because everybody who read them said they were so much better than the show series, even though the show series is really good. So I just stopped watching it, and then years pass, and I kind of forgot the plot, really. Like a part of it I remembered, but for the most part, I didn't remember all like many of the details. So it kind of worked out perfect. And yeah, so I finished the first book, and now I'm in the second book. With the second book, I'm doing the challenge of trying to increase the speed in which I read. So that's getting me through it. It's not, I mean, it's a good book anyway, regardless. It's just, I'm not, anyways, it's a good time. Salad says, Gemini Moon, I'm cooking a chickpea garlic soup. Yum. We'll see if I get the dishes done. Oh, that sounds so good. Chickpea garlic soup. Yummy. Are birds of a feather, aren't we? Yes, and don't give me any more time because I'll take it. Oh, that's great. This is such a great routine in the morning. I like the dancing in the kitchen. Yeah, the dancing in the kitchen is great. Um, I had lost my drive to dance. Like I wasn't inspired to dance. The depression was kicking my ass, and it was kind of making it so like I just couldn't even listen to music. There was only the only music that I could listen to was Bob Marley. Um, and then yeah, pretty much that's it, Bob Marley. Um, but then I'm able to go back to uh, Michael Jackson and Nirvana and Biggie and just little by little I'm getting my music back, and it's nice. Now I feel like if I put some of my old music on, I'll put it on and I'll do some belly dancing in the kitchen. That was always my routine of belly dancing in the kitchen. But now I'm doing like crazy dancing to really get a good workout in, and just kind of let my crazy come out. And my cats will intently, like they set themselves up so that they've got a front row seat to watch me, and then they just sit there and watch me like I'm a lunatic. One cries periodically, like, well, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Oh goodness." Get some water. Everybody, are we drinking enough water? Is everybody hydrated? I just remembered I haven't had water in a while. Yeah, it's a great routine. I love my morning routine, and sometimes I change it up just slightly. Um, there's a few things that I mean, for the most part, I don't alter it too crazy. Like, you know, there's some mornings I don't make coffee because I don't like to be that person that needs coffee every single day. Although I'm mm, pretty much that person, but also every so often I won't make coffee, and that's okay. Um, every morning I scoop the litter box out, and every morning, like let's say I did go to sleep and there was a dish or something in the sink that it's probably going to be like a knife or something like a fork, or maybe I soaked a bowl or something, which it, now my nighttime routine is basically that doesn't ever happen. But there are some times if I'm really not feeling well, um, like tonight. Tonight I've not been feeling well, which is why we're not at the river. I do have a bowl soaking in the sink, and I'm gonna wash that as part of my nighttime routine. I'm gonna make sure that there's no dishes in my sink. But let's say by the time I go to bed, I just feel so tired and I just don't feel like getting up to do that. That's okay. I'll do it in the morning. One dish, not a big deal. Once upon a time, there was a plant growing in the other sink because I just had a pile of dishes. It was really bad. But that's not who I am anymore. So, yeah, and I give a good wipe down the counter. Everything's wiped down and clean, and oh, it's good. It's combination of nighttime and morning routines, and they take anywhere from 5 minutes to 10 minutes. It's really not a big deal, and it's an investment into the mental health of our future self. Basically, it's like a gift to future you. Oh, Felice, you're still here? You're gonna get caught that you're using your dad's YouTube. Yes, get your journal now, Jem. Get your journal, write it down. Yeah, salad, me too. So salad says, all I do is long format, and yes, I've learned a lot, but it's time to reclaim that piece of me too. Yes, it is. You deserve that quiet time with a book to go and escape and go into another world and just, you know, that part of you that you feel like you've lost, you haven't lost her. She was just distracted by other things. Now that's a gift that we give ourselves. That time to sit and relax and read. It's wonderful. Get your journals out, everybody. Let's go. We're writing down what our challenges are. We can do this again tomorrow if you're not sure tonight. But you can also take a notebook and jot down some ideas of what you want to set your challenges as. Challenge or challenges. But if you know for sure what you want your challenges to be, let's go. Write them down. Jem says, I can't believe it is still snowing here. We are getting more than I thought. No, Jem, you're getting more than you wanted. You're getting more than you ever wanted. Jem likes the heat. Oh, you're up doing your workout. Atta girl. Great conversation. Yeah, Felice, you're missing conversation here. Oh, Jem, you already know Bruce Lipton? That just shows me how far behind I am in chat. Dr. Gabor Mate, he's fascinating. And Jem, I don't know if you're still here because I'm really far behind in chat, but with Gabor Mate, look up his personal trauma story. Um, he was a baby during the Holocaust, and that whole thing, like, anyway, listen to his story when he talks about his trauma as a baby and what he experienced. and how that affected him. It's really fascinating. But it kind of led him down the path that he's walked or past. What's this? Oh, I'm sitting in the dark here. I saw white, something white. It's the antibiotic stuff. Oh, Phyllis, you're making a book? What are you making a book on? Tell us about your book. Salad, always read the book first. Yes, that's me. I always like to read the book first. And some people say, "Oh, I like to watch the movie first and or watch the show first." And I never understood that. Oh, but I didn't tell you. I didn't finish what I was saying earlier is um what I'm doing now. I'm reading reading the books. Um then I take a few little moments and kind of catch up with the series up until the point where I'm at in the book, which is a little ridiculous. And I think I should stop doing that, but also I feel like I can't stop doing that. So, um, it's Outlander is what I'm reading. Outlander. And now I'm on the second book, so it's Dragonfly and Amber, and it's really good. It starts off kind of like, not sure if I got the right book here, but it is the right book, and it's really good. What is it about? I'm sure that you've likely heard of Outlander, but this English girl and her husband, they're visiting Scotland, and they go. He's a historian, and she's learning about herbs, and she's a nurse in the war, and believe it was 1940. I don't know. I don't know actually when the beginning. My memory is not great, but um, anyway, they go to Scotland, and I think it's 1945 at that point, and they visit the stones at Cregdon, and she goes back the next day for herbs, and she touches the stone, and she goes through time, and she's suddenly in the Highlands, back in, oh, what's the year? 17, I want to say 1742 or 43 or something like that. Anyway, it's wild. It's really, 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 really good. The first one was amazing. And I've read other people say that the second book, the one I'm on now, was their favorite book. So I can see how that could be for some people. Salad says, I always have six eyeballs interested in my daily crazy. Six eyeballs? Oh, you mean cats? Okay, I got you. I got you. I just, yeah. I went immediately to spider for some. This is a stupid spider bites ruined me, I think. Felice says they're getting 6 feet of snow. I realize I just said that like that was no big deal. For anybody else outside of Canada, they're probably thinking, "What? 6 feet of snow?" um, Not that that's gonna all fall at once, but 6 feet of snow is not unheard of. A little gradual. Up north, we get a lot of snow. Yeah, Jem, definitely look up his personal story. And I mean, Gabor Mate is somebody that I can listen to his interviews. Oh goodness, I've listened to so many of Dr. Gabor Mate's interviews. Um, but his personal story is like it's gripping. It kind of gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. Yeah, so Jem, I got a spider bite, and that's um That's why we're not at the river tonight, because the plan was to do a 1 year anniversary, basically of our first live streams last year. I don't know if you guys remember, but we had a full moon in Cancer a year ago yesterday. So last night I was gonna go to the river as a quick little nighttime live stream like we did last year, and then do a daytime live stream today like we did last year. But last night, I wasn't feeling very well, and I thought, well, I'll just rest, and tomorrow we'll go to the river, and everything will be fine. But so there was this what I thought was a cyst, and it's like it didn't feel right, like it wasn't normal, and it just came all of a sudden, like there was no gradual, it didn't seem like it was a gradual thing, it was just all of a sudden there. And so I took pictures of it and I started monitoring it for 2 weeks. I monitored it, and um, then I kind of forgot about it because, like, I just I thought, well, if it gets worse, I'll go get it checked, and if at some point it's gonna be better, right? It's gonna heal, right? Like that's what's gonna happen. But then there was a black spot that was becoming apparent. And it wasn't like a black spot on my skin, it was underneath, it was in my skin. So that didn't look right. And I thought, okay, like I've been dizzy, headaches, and body pains, kind of getting the spins, like I'll be walking and just spinny. My head is spinny. I get these weird pains going up my lower back, and just like nausea. I'm really fatigued, like extra fatigue, more than normal. Not that my normal fatigue is normal, because it's not, but but it's like extra right now. And so like I feel like I'm fighting something, but that I'm not contagious. And I know I'm not, because I've been isolating for my best friend who has cancer, to make sure that I can be there for her and that I'm not a risk to her for any of her treatments. Like she went through her 8 rounds of chemo, and she had her surgery, and now the next thing is radiation. So basically, to keep her safe, I've been isolating for several months now. So even I went to the grocery store. We have a small grocery store. We went there one night really late, just this week. She needed something, and she didn't want to people. So I went in for her, and it's the first time I was around people in a few months, really. Um, and I still avoided people. Like I didn't go up near people. So I know I didn't catch this, like whatever this is that, that I was feeling, I knew this has to be related to this thing, that's this cyst thing that's growing. So um I thought, well, this isn't good. Like what like if it gets worse, I'll go get it checked. So then yesterday morning, I'm in my kitchen, I'm making my coffee, and my pajamas rubbed against it just gently, and it felt really weird. So I look at it and I realize through the night it had opened up. And where it opened, it's two very distinct holes, like fang holes. Like it's a freaking spider bite. And I'm like, oh my God, that's why it came on so fast. But then it didn't make sense to me, because we're in Ontario. So like what? I know it's not unheard of. I know that, spiders exist that can do damage. Um, I thought like the chances are so slim. Like, is it my body overreacting to this? Anyway, I told my friend, just in case, I said, look, this is not to worry you. It's not to panic about anything. Just that if something happens to me, I want you to know that I got what I'm assuming is a spider bite on my tit. And she's like, what? Well, yeah, just so you know. I mean, nothing's gonna happen. I'm gonna be fine. I'm just saying that if something happens, that's a thing right now. And she kind of freaked out and she said, she's like, what are your symptoms? I told her and she goes, you need to go to the hospital. I'm like, no, I'm gonna be fine. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. It's just like in case it gets worse. I just want somebody to know. And I don't. Anyway, she said her friend's dad ended up almost losing his leg and almost lost his life. And for the rest of his life, he had to wear a compression fitting. I don't know if that was around his waist or around his leg, but um, he almost lost his life, and then he almost lost his leg, and yeah, that's the whole thing. So then I went online, which don't go online, guys. If you have like a possibility of something, just try to refrain from not doing that, okay? Because I did it and I have regrets. But anyways, um, I thought that the chances of that happening, like I guess asked her, where in the world did he get bit? And she didn't know. I said, well, can you ask her? Because not saying that it for sure didn't happen in this province, but the likelihood and chances of that happening here they're really low. And I know it's a possibility. I was a produce manager, so I know what comes. Like stuff is coming from Guatemala, Puerto Rico, all kinds of places, and dangerous things are coming over, and they're surviving the poisons now. And sometimes they'll get here and they'll just be sleeping. So when they arrive, suddenly they're out of the box on display, and they're getting some fresh air there. Now they're going to wake up. And I know how a lot of the staff are not trained in how to handle that. We had somebody at the front till who would always, she would find a spider in the store and release it outside. I'm like, Mary, what are you doing? I'm like, no. You don't take a spider from inside the produce or inside the grocery store and release it outside. That's the last thing that you want to do. Because unless you can identify what it is, you don't know what it is. And you don't know where it came from. And if that thing has babies, well, now you just release them outside. So anyway, I mean, it just, she would always get upset. Like, no, I need to stick that in the freezer in a container in case anything happens to a customer. Then I need to be able to say, oh, this thing, yeah, we found this in the store. You got bit? Okay, it could be that, anyway, there's protocol, but they don't like to talk about that with people because they don't want to scare people. But as a customer, you guys should know this, that there's risk. So when you go to the produce, where the bananas sit on the shelf, look at them, turn them upside down, look up where the bananas connect at the base, like at the, where they all connect there at the top. Typically, if there's going to be a spider or a snake or something, it's going to be up there. Or even if it's not a spider, if it's another insect, like one time there was this giant cockroach ran across the bananas. And I screamed because I wasn't expecting anything to be moving, even though I did get a warning when I first started there that that's a possibility at any time. But it was whispered. Everything was whispered. They don't want to talk about it. And then other staff came in the back room when it was being whispered about, and everybody shut up. And it's like, this is why we're running into problems. People need to know. Anyway, grapes too. When you go to buy grapes, you need to look up in where it's connected, where the grapes are connected. Look closely around there because snakes have been found, and black widow spiders, and all other spiders too, like just different things have been found. So if you ever saw that, you don't ever leave it on the shelf there. You need to get a staff, preferably the person in produce. Um, or if you can get to the front till and get a bag, it's not safe for you to handle that, but if you can do that, and make sure that they stick that in the freezer, like that can't be just tossed out just in case something happens. Like they need to be able to identify and oh goodness, it's just really frustrating how things are handled, but it's happening and um they're becoming more resistant to the poisons. So we're going to start seeing this more and more now as time progresses, that more insects are making their way over here. Because now, rather than killing them, it's just putting them into a deep sleep. So then they get here, they take the fruit out of the case, it's on the shelf, they're getting fresh air, boom, the insect's alive. Or you buy grapes and they're in the fridge, and then you get them home, it's nice and warm and opened and exposed. Boom, you've got a snake from fucking Puerto Rico. So, like it happens. So you just be careful. So it says, I have very, very rarely bring bananas home. It is my least favorite fruit, and I'm a vegetable girl through and through. Yeah, bananas. Even insects and snakes aside, bananas are the most toxic thing, and grapes. Bananas and grapes are both the most toxic produce in the whole produce section. They're like triple sprayed, not just to preserve their life, but for the insects, the bugs, and just the amount that they're sprayed. Grapes actually even come in a case that it says right on the side of the box, for us, like for this, like I'm not there now, but when I was there, for the staff, whoever handles it, not to handle it too much because it causes cancer. So produce like that, like you get that home and you wash it. If you're gonna buy bananas, right away, put them in the sink and wash them. Warm soapy water, whatever you got to do. And mindful too when you open a banana. Like people are holding it with their hand and then they open their banana and then they just handle the inside with their bare hands and consuming that. And so it's like the poisons are going right into your body. Anyway, it just watch out. It's not a surprise anyways that people are more getting sick more and more now. Oh, avocado is one of my favorite fruit as well. I love avocado. Ooh, Jem, what is that? An ozone machine. Jem says, I have an ozone machine that I use with all my fruits and veggies. Is that like you put it in and it scans it? Is that not scans it, but like kills all the bad stuff? I don't. You explain it. I don't. Please. My brain starts coming up with this big scientific explanation with that I can't actually elaborate or articulate, I should say. Ought to say. Yes, oranges and limes too. They definitely also need to be washed well. And apples too now, like all that stuff, it gets coated in oh goodness, it's not good. Wash your produce, guys. And that's not even taking into consideration the people who are picking your fruit because they're out in a field somewhere. There are no bathrooms, I'm just saying. Oh, we're vegetable people. We're avocado people. We're talking about fruit. We're avocado people in this chat. And Salad says, me too. It's like a vegetable. It's so creamy. I love when, don't you feel like you won the lottery? When you get the avocado, you cut into it, and it's just perfectly ripe. There's a trick to that too. When you're at the store. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to explain this. I can show it better. Maybe sometime. I don't know if I could manage this, but if I could go to the grocery store and show you a few tricks that I was taught. But anyways, with the avocado, that little bully bouton, the little belly button on the end, the like the umbilical cord, the little piece that's stuck there, um, flick that off. And if it's white, then you like if it's lighter, then your avocado's not ready. And when it's too dark, then it's too ripe. But if it's medium, it's good. I mean, typically you can tell just by squeezing it anyway, so that little trick is really irrelevant. Anybody who eats avocados, we know when it's time, right? Or we hope we know. Salad. Fuck knows. Yeah, it kills all the bad stuff. So I have an image in my head that I'm sure that it's not. But it's like scanning the fruit and vegetable. And like it kills all the bad stuff, but then what about the chemicals? Like how does it hit? I don't know. I don't know. The chemicals creep me out so bad with how strong the chemicals are that I don't buy bananas anymore because of it. And I'll only buy grapes like once a year when the Concord grapes come out. Apples used to be one of my favorites, but they're not my favorites now. I love dragon fruit, watermelon, mango, a tulpa in particular, but I like all the mangoes. What else? Oh, raspberries. I could just friggin' hmm. You like fruit that are more like vegetables? Yeah. Yeah. Like tomatoes and avocado. Of course you like veggies with a name like salad. Pushing buttons. Hello. Avocados are the best. Oh, yeah. We're team avocado in here. Jem says, I fill up my sink with pure water and put the hose in from the ozone machine and let it run for 20 minutes. It takes all the bad stuff out. That's awesome. Do you need to make a video for us? And do a demo for us to see what you're doing with your ozone machine? That would be cool. Just saying, maybe that would be a challenge that you'd want to set for yourself. To make a video of your ozone machine. Show us the before and after and the process, the whole process. I'd love to see it. Well, I guess we could go looking for videos. We don't need to make Gemini Moon make a video. However, Gemini Moon, if you are up for the challenge, just saying, we'd be very open to participating in a watch of that. Oh, you're very welcome, Salad. have more tricks and tips up my sleeve that I'm not thinking about right now. Oh, like persimmons. Persimmons. My boss always said to me, persimmons are one of those fruit that uh, you want them to look beat up. When they look like they've kind of been through it, you know, like they've looks like they've seen their day. That's when they're at their sweetest. Dragon fruit are like that too. Although there does come a point where they go too far gone. But these are fruit that you don't want to look pristine. Like a lot of people will pick out fruit that they want pristine looking fruit. But with persimmons and dragon fruit, they look beautiful when they're pristine, but they won't be at their ripest or their most beautiful tasting. Salad says the chemicals are already in, yeah. Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, for sure, that happens, right? That's how that. Uh, However, there's a lot on the outside that you want to wash off. It's really, really bad. I mean, there's a warning label on the grape boxes for those handling the grapes. Yeah, wash them out. Poke salad, very fitting. My dad gave me that name. Oh, that's cute, salad. I like that. Hello, hello, Pushin'. Welcome to the chat. We were gonna do a stream down at the river, but I've had a little delay. So you can read the description if you want a little bit more details there, or rewind. I explained it earlier. But I got bit by a spider, and I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be just fine. Nothing to worry about. I'm just not fine right now. Oh, sorry. I keep muting so I can yawn, and I didn't mute that one. Sorry. Philly says I 3D printed a special little thing, a bookmark. Ooh, Felice, that sounds nice. What kind of bookmark did you make? Tell us what design you made on your bookmark. And for anybody else in chat who may have just shown up, pushing, that's you. Felice is on his or her father's YouTube, and Felice is actually 10 years old. So we are censoring ourselves, even though Felice says that they've heard worse at school with their friends. So I'm just mindful that there is a kid in here, even though this is not set to be for kids, Felice. But I do want to hear about your bookmark. That's exciting. And if you're reading a book, Felice, tell us what you're reading about. What book are you reading? At 10 years old, oh my goodness, I was reading all the books. I think The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe was my favorite at that age. What else? There was another book called A Dog Called Marley, I think. I can't remember if that was it, or Marley. Maybe it was just called Marley, or Dog Called Marley. Anyway, so many good books for your age group, Felice. Tell us what you've read and what you're reading. Pushin says, can you fit chemtrails into your ozone machine, Gemini? We're going to need to see a demo of that. Yeah. Oh, salad. You're finding dragon fruit are tasteless? You know why? Because, well, I mean, I don't know if that's why. I can't say that that's why. I was just going to say why, but there's multiple reasons why that could be. It's possibly that it's not ripe enough when you're eating it. You know what I used to do is I would take the seeds after you've eaten the dragon fruit and where you've scooped out the fruit on the inside, you see the little black seeds. Take a paper towel and push that in there and dampen the paper towel. Stick that into a baggie, like a Ziploc baggie, and stick that in a window somewhere. And you're gonna see it's gonna germinate, and you'll have little tiny dragon fruit cacti, and they grow really cool. Like the theme of tonight's stream, they grow little spider legs. I had a bunch of dragon fruit cacti in my old apartment. Pushin says maybe Gemini Moon will let us have a sit in the old ozone machine. That's a great idea. Like a sauna, but with the ozone machine. Wait, is that possible? Gem, is that a thing? Imagine we have like an ozone machine fight, like a water gun fight, but with the ozone machine. That's the adult version of a water gun fight. Yes, I've chosen a new life path, and that's to be Spider Woman. Yeah. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Felice, you made it says it's a bookmark that at the end has a book. And there literally says happy book. Not understanding. It's a bookmark that at the end has a book. And there literally says happy book. Not sure what that. I think because your French is probably your first language. Peux-tu dire ça en français? I think it's not translating in English. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I think I read that as a kid, but I can't remember. But I think yeah, your spelling is off. And that's okay. Salad says my taste buds are shot. It's probably that. Well, it could be that too. But it also could maybe not that. Yeah, I've definitely had dragon fruit that was a little bit less than enjoyable. But usually it's pretty good, and maybe it's an acquired taste. I find it kind of tastes like it's like the texture of watermelon with the flavor of pear and water together, like if a watermelon and a pear mated, but also had a threesome with a kiwi, because it got that little black seeds. And it kind of texture of kiwi also, not the middle part, but the other part. It's very mild. And for your dragon fruit, are you having the white dragon fruit or the hot pink? I have never had the hot pink one. But the white one, like the white fruit, and then the skin of it is hot pink. That's what I've had. They're so beautiful. Pushin says, I'll wear my clothes that need to be dry cleaned. I haven't seen Gemini Moon leave a comment for a while. I bet you she's adding in her journal as a challenge to do an ozone video. 'Cause Salad says, you got clothes that need to be dry cleaned? You fancy. Yeah, you know what I do with those clothes? I just stick them right in the wash bucket. So the strongest survive. Survival of the fittest. If you can make it through the wash, you get to live. Sometimes if it's delicate, I'll put it in the lingerie bag. Other than that, it's gotta figure shit out, you know? Like this world's not gonna protect you. That's how I talk to my clothing. Nobody's coming to save us. We gotta save ourselves. Oh, Felice says, sorry, I meant the end of my book. Mark is a book, a tiny book. Um, yeah, I'm not sure, Felice, what you're saying. Sorry, I meant the end of my book. Mark is a book. Oh, on the end of your bookmark is a tiny book. Is that what you're saying? You do try? Flavor of dishwater. Just kidding. Salad. That's what I call coffee anywhere else but in my kitchen. It tastes like dirty dishwater. Yeah, because I make French press coffee and I grind my beans fresh every couple of days. And my beans, I'm very particular. I get organic fair trade. And yeah, like I'm a coffee princess. I'm not fancy about anything in my life but coffee. I'm very particular. And yeah, so I can't it's kind of spoiled me rotten because now I can't have coffee anywhere without it tasting like dirty dishwater. Yes, Felice, I know I can tell. Oh, where am I here? Okay, Felice, Spider-Woman does whatever Spider-Woman wants. That's right. And Felice also says I'm more French than English. Oui, je sais. Je sais. Mon français, c'est pas bon, mais je parle juste un petit peu en français. I don't get people who speak French in here. So it's nice. Nice to see somebody, even though you're speaking English, I can tell by your English that French is your first language. Although, I will say, I couldn't tell that at first. Tu comprends qui je parle? I try. I lost so much of my French. Je parle du mon français. Oh, Jem, you had to take a call. We were hoping that that you were just writing in your journal um that you were adding the challenge of making a video demonstration of the ozone machine. And then when you were taking longer, we were kind of hoping that maybe you were just going straight to it and doing it now so it's easy. Um, the video demonstration of your ozone machine. Pushin says your English is very good. I'm only good at listening to French, but I'm really great at it. Oh, Pushin. Yes, Felice, that's what pushed the point of that was, is that your English is really very good. Mais tu parles en français? They'll love it. Speak French. You can type out your French, and then we'll see if they can translate it. Maybe I won't even be able to. My French is not great. Joe Monk, hello, hello. Oui, mais juste un petit peu en français. Felice Bielo, just a heads up, is 10 years old, using their father's YouTube channel. My channel is not set for kids, so just a heads up, guys. We do have a child in the group here. Although Felice says that, well, Felice, are you a he or a she? So I can say that proper. Felice says that they likely have heard worse than what we can dish out. You're a he. Felice says that he probably speaks and hears worse with his friends. Gemini says, I just heard that comment about the ozone video. There are some good ones out there. Well, Gem, see, and we already discussed that we could realistically look it up and watch some videos. However, if you were to make that your challenge, one of your challenges, to make a video demo, we would be very much obliged to come to your channel, or you can post it here on mine. Either way, we would be very interested in watching a demo that you've made. And that's okay if you're not interested in that, if you're not up to that challenge, but we're going to challenge you to that. Felice, it automatically translates to English. So you're typing out in French and it's translating to English. Is that what you're saying? Huh. Really? No, pushing my French is not the best. My French is actually horrid. Uh, in Quebec, I'm considered very English. Joe Monk says, I'm not a child. You take that back. Felice, does it let you like it doesn't let you do it and then change it back to French, or just automatically? That sucks. Anyways, Joe, welcome to the chat. We were gonna do live down at the river as a 1 year anniversary to our first live streams. But I'm not well, so I'm not able to go to the river. And nothing to worry about. I will be fine. Just right now, I'm not. Let's see if I can find my lighter. There it is. So, what did you guys get up to today? Felice, what did you learn in school today? Oh, you have you? But you didn't partake in that, did you? Were they people that you knew? Also, you're 10, so were they your age? Mostly mass. Like a mass? Like group? You did. You partook in that? You better be careful. Kids are that's too young for bloody fights. Not that bloody fights are ever okay. It's just not really expected at 10. When you say mass, do you mean like group? Oh, French school. You're gonna buy a lottery ticket for you and Sandy today, Pushing? You're gonna buy tickets for all of us? Why are you buying tickets for you and Sandy? Tell us what's happening today. You found some good luck? Way too young. I agree, Salad, that's way too young. In case I just thought that and didn't say it out loud. French school, a mass like 10 times. Yes, best of luck to you guys. I hope you guys win all the money. All the monies. The Mandela effect that you found had a lot of synchronicities with Sandy. Oh, which one? Multiplication. Okay. You're going to win all the monies. Gemini, thanks for the challenge. Which one? Gem, are you going to do the ozone one? Are you accepting that challenge? Oh boys, oh boys. If you accept that challenge, Gem, let's have a night. And you can do like a live stream and show it on your channel. Push in when you put your ticket through, it'll say, gagnant. A winner. Yeah, we have challenges. Joe Monk starting tomorrow, officially, or whatever day that you choose. So we pick challenges for ourselves, and it's something in our life that we want to change, whether it's behavior, habits, things we do, or things we want to start doing. You got to pick your own challenge. I mean, technically we challenged Gemini Moon to show us a video demonstration of her ozone machine. But the challenges that we're talking about are challenges that we pick for ourselves. Felice, you're doing great. You know how we could practice? You could speak English to me, and I'll speak French to you. Except, j'ai perdu mon français. En plus, mon français, c'est cocher. Est-ce que c'est le mot pour ça? C'est cocher. C'est tout fucké. C'est le fringlish. Franglais. Oh, exalted. I got you. I got you. I remember. Yeah, Felice, except tu as besoin de pratique en anglais et j'ai besoin de pratique en français. Parce que j'ai perdu mon français. Et avec la practice, qu'est-ce que le mot pour ça? Nous avons pris le beau mot pour ça. Tu comprends? The final number? 42. Or 3. Either 42 or 3. I don't know how many people are in chat. It says there's 1, but very clearly there's more than one person, so... Oh, 11's a good one too. 6 is a good one. Yeah, geez. You could take some dye and toss them and see what comes out. Do you need a double digit or a single digit? Félix, tu parles en anglais? Félix, what you're typing, is everything that you're typing, are you typing it in French and it's automatically changing it over? Or are you practicing your English right now by typing English? 3 is a very powerful number. Oh, tu comprends? Okay. We have some number options here for you, Pushin. Oh, 11 is already a number, okay. 3 is good. 3 is a good number. Practicing English, attaboy. Make a wish. Yep, Dale Earnhardt. That's exactly it. C'était le numéro pour mon père. Toi. Aussi parce que Dale Earnhardt. Joe says, my challenge and my number are 179. That was my blood pressure about an hour ago. So your challenge is to lower your blood pressure? Is that what it is? Or that's the number you're suggesting for the lotto? Push and take it back. Take back your 11. Oh, sorry guys, I'm yawning and I forgot to mute there. I wonder for real how many people are in chat. Because it says one person. Oh, you thought listening to me for a little while will lower your blood pressure? Maybe. Perhaps. For this, you're going to challenge yourself to learn more English? Well, I don't recommend that you sneak onto your dad's YouTube account, just so we're clear, because your dad is probably listening to things that are for adults, and also my channel is typically not censored at all. But I'm glad that you told us that you're 10, because I am being mindful. And as long as you tell me, if you're popping in on your dad's account, let me know when you're on so that I can be extra, you know, adulty with making sure that you're safe. And I know for you, you don't care, but it matters. It matters to me. So you let me know when you're sneaking in here to practice your English. Yeah, push in. Take it back. That 11's yours. Thanks, Jem. That's very sweet of you. Jem, you're the only one in chat. You don't even know chat. I know, Felix, you say that. Ben, ce n'est pas bon. Si tu le montres pas avec les mots pas bon, c'est pas bon. Even if you hear that in other places. Do it, push in, get it. Get it. I'll say like chat. You guys ever watch, I don't know what it's called, but chat. If you Google or YouTube search chat, do it lady. So funny. They've got the whole series. It's crazy. Do you guys know what that is? It's just like a little skit. They're skits. Anyway, I found it by accident and it's hilarious. You gotta go back to the beginning when he first gets the job. Push and do it, lady. Oh, goodness. That's only funny if you know what it about the skit. I highly recommend it. See, I can't go outside of the chat to find links. Unless maybe no. Oh, let's start a Q&A. Let's do it. Ask a question. I don't know. How about, what's a question that I could ask the whole group? And then you guys can answer, and then everybody can answer. Throw out some questions. Oh, I've got a good thing we could do. Oh, how do I get this off the screen? There we go. Okay. I don't know if you guys are interested. I've got a card game here. It's called Time Together. Friends, time together, cozy conversation in pleasant company. What's our favorite food? That's a good one. Ok, maintenant, dire ça en français, Félix. I can't remember the word for food. Isn't that, oh, is it, manage? No, that's, is it malage? Manage? Mage? No, that's eating. Manage? Is manage food? I can't remember. It's been so long since. What did that mean? I don't know. What did it mean? I was trying to say, what's your favorite food en français? Qu'est-ce que tu ton... What's food? Food en français. It's like just on the tip of my tongue, but I can't. Uh, shit. Why can I not remember? Oh, yes, of course. Gemini, get the cat some salmon. Turn my lamp on here. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna go and search. Qu'est-ce que c'est la mot pour ça? Okay, I'm gonna say, hang on now. Food in French. Nourriture, of course. Jeez. Jeez, cheese, jeez. Jeez Louise. I knew that word. Nourriture. Okay. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Qu'est-ce que ton nourriture favorite? And I know I'm not saying that right. My grammar's terrible. That's okay for these. Joe Monk typed it in. And it's Nourriture. Close enough, though, Joe. Sorry, guys. I keep forgetting to mute when I yawn. And then when I did hit mute, then I said sorry. Okay, Pushing says French fries. C'était les frites. You don't know where you want to type, you just want to type? Okay. I don't type, my hands are too big, I just use voice recognition. Okay, okay. My friend does that a lot, and then, I don't know what he's saying. Gotta translate. Oh yeah, I brought this box out here. Okay. We're gonna open it up. And I'm gonna grab a random card. What trivia category do you tend to dominate at? We're gonna skip cards. So if after you answer that, everybody answer. Allô, baby? What? Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Oh, you're such a good girl. You want squishies? You want squishies? Oh, bear. You just want to be up where the cards are? Like, just because they're here or what? What? You want to lay right here? Oh, I already put the card away. Phillies, I said what, see if I can remember, the trivia category that you tend to dominate. So if you are playing trivia with your friends, si tu jouais le trivia avec ton ami, tes amis, quelle catégorie si tu gagnons, ou gagnons, le plus? No, baby. No, baby. Not for you. Sorry, guys. That's going to get really loud for a second. Earth science. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next question. Oh, that would be a good one, but I think it wouldn't be good to, while there's a 10-year-old. Or maybe it would. Okay, we're going to ask this. Phyllis, I'm aware you're present. Everybody in the chat who's going to answer this question, keep in mind there's a 10-year-old in the chat. So, at your discretion, while also acknowledging that we're not going to encourage bubble wrap children, what is the most controversial opinion you have that you're willing to admit? What is the most controversial opinion you have that you're willing to admit? Oh, someone needs her belly rubbed. Eh? You need a belly rub? You pretty girl. Yeah. What's up? Qu'est-ce que tu fais, baby? Mon petit chaton. J'aime mon petit chaton. Oh, what? You're squishy. Eh? You're squishy. Okay, don't touch the feet. Is that the answer to your question? Guys, are we skipping that one? Jem, I've pulled out the cards. So this game is called Dinner with Friends, Time Together, Cozy Conversation in Pleasant Company. So I'm going to ask a question, and then everybody write your answers in chat. Keeping in mind we have a 10-year-old in the chat, and also agreeing to acknowledge that we're not raising bubble wrap children. What is... Oh, hang on. I'm pretty sure I can understand. Okay. What is the most controversial opinion you have that you're willing to admit? And I think we should make this, or ought to make this, a regular part of the chats. Let's do that. When we get on live stream, we'll have a little segment of time together. Again, the question is, and this is for everybody in chat, what is the most controversial opinion you have that you're willing to admit? Phyllis, that means... Wait, you understood that, but what did that even mean? So what's an opinion that you have that is not a very it's not an opinion that everybody around you would agree with. It's maybe goes against the grain. So controversial is it goes against the grain um, of what most people around you would believe or think. So the most controversial opinion you have that you're willing to admit. So something that you think either in whatever in life, in whatever topic, but an opinion that you have that is controversial and kind of that goes against the grain. One that you're willing to admit. You don't type in what you don't want to admit. Ooh, okay. Gemini Moon says, with gender, I don't care what you are. It does not mean that we have to change the English language. I agree. And it is controversial. I've seen people get really upset about people not using whatever, like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, you can be whatever you want, whoever you want. As long as you're not hurting somebody else, then great. But I'm not going to change my life around to better suit other people's sensitivities. Like, I have a hard enough time to keep my own life together, you know? Felice says, again, what does that mean? I understand what it is, but I don't understand what it means. What it means is, like, share your own opinion, Felice, an opinion that you hold, something that you feel strongly about, that goes against the grain, that maybe most people around you in your peer group or elsewhere wouldn't necessarily agree on, and it would maybe upset some people, but you feel very strongly about it. And if you don't feel comfortable sharing, don't share. That's okay. Pushin says, my government is not on my side. Right. 100%. I hold a lot of controversial opinions, and trying to think of one that I would share. I mean, I would share any of them. Just one that won't get CSIS after me. Just kidding, CSIS. Okay, if I share this one in particular one, it's maybe too controversial. Okay. Part of it, though, is that I believe if people want to have children, they ought to acquire a license. People need a license to go fishing. You need a license to carry a gun. And just any Joe Blow on the street can have a kid. I don't think that's right. I think it's really ass backwards. You know, you can go get your license and drive a vehicle, no problem. But you got to take a test. And you got to pass the test. Doesn't make sense to me at all why just anybody can just have freaking. Anyways, it's uh, it's upsetting. But I think if we started doing licenses, and testing and licensing, um, for having kids, then we'd have a lot less crime. We'd have loved and supported and nurtured children because their parents wanted them. And there's a whole other part that goes along with this, but it's likely too controversial to bring up. Maybe one day, if ever we get in here and we have drinks, and you remember to ask me then, because I'll have no inhibition and I will share it. For now, I'll just keep it at that. Felice, you like to see dogs play fight? Yeah? I kind of like to see my cats play fight, but in a sisterly way. Actual play fight, not actual fighting, but play fighting. I think it's really good for them, especially I know for dogs, they need that. Cats do too, but cats like to sleep a lot, so like, do we have the energy to play fight? They make energy for it. Hey, Baba, both of them just sleeping again. Oh, is that true? Joe Monk says, I think you need a license in China to have a kid. Um, Here's one. Wait, is that a good one? Okay. What is one thing considered dangerous that you'd try if you were guaranteed to make it out alive? Oh, I guess I could put it in a question. Q&A. Is it going to let me do it? What is one thing considered dangerous that you'd try if you were guaranteed to make it out alive? Oh, it's not letting me put the whole question. No, it's cutting me off, so I was going to try to type it out here. It's not going to let me. They're very cute. Felice says, I have a little kitty. It's kind of like a cat dog because it acts like a dog because it was raised by my dog. That's cute. Joe says, my dog is barking at an airliner that is going over at 35,000 feet. That's kind of cute. Jem meeting Bigfoot in person. That's a great answer. Pushin says, flying squirrel suit. Wee! Oh, wee! Joe says, guaranteed coming out alive, skydiving. 100%. Felice says, warning outside in the snow without a jacket and also breaking out of jail. Warning outside in the snow without a jacket. Warning. Attention. I wonder what you typed in there. Faire d'attention. Outside in the snow without a jacket. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Felice. Warning outside in the snow without a jacket. Breaking out of jail. Felice, what would you be in jail for? Oh, I got you. Breaking out of jail in the freezing cold without a jacket. I got you. What were you in jail for, Felice? In this made up scenario that you're breaking out of jail for? Mine too is skydiving. I mean, I would do that anyways, regardless. But higher chance that I will do it with a higher survival rate. Walking through a portal, that's a great one. I never want to go bungee jumping because I think that the idea of being attached to something while you're swinging near rocks and other hard objects is not a great idea. And I think that a guaranteed survival of that is not enough to make me do it because just because you survive doesn't mean that you're not paralyzed from hitting the rocks and the bridge. So if if we could change it to make it out unscathed, like we didn't hit anything, I would try bungee jumping. But I want to swim with sharks. I want to climb Mount Everest. I want to climb up into like up near the top of an active volcano. I would like to land on an iceberg. I want to play with panda bears. And I would really love to hang out with some gorillas. And I think bears need a snuggle. Like if I ever ran into a bear, I would scritch up his face and give him belly rubs for sure. In jail for not doing homework, yes. Felice, do you have homework to do tonight? Quelle heure est-il? 7 heures. You got homework? Marriage. Make it out alive? I'm not sure that that's safe enough to make it out alive because a lot of damage can be done and you can still be physically alive. Your body can still be physically alive. So yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe. What's in your toes? What's that? Where were you? You got stuff between your toes there. Oh, okay. I was just checking because you had something there. That's all. That's fine. She didn't like that. Pushin says, like Murdoch and Noodles, those gorillas. I don't know who that is. Philly says if you climbed up to Mount Everest, you would die before even know it. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, maybe not, but probably. Realistically, yeah. I I know the chances are not very high, especially for myself. So I'm a survivor, but also I'm realistic. But if I could make it out alive, 100% I would climb Mount Everest. I would also like to uh, do skyboarding. So it's like snowboarding, but being dropped out of the sky. And actual snowboarding, which I never actually got to learn. Like, I feel like I would be good at snowboarding, but also maybe this would be a whole situation like the fiddle again. Skiing down Mount Everest. Yeah, buddy! That sounds great. Skiing down Mount Everest. That's an awesome one. That's English, French, easy French. Walking around in the moon would be cool. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go back to push-ins because I don't know what that is. Murdoch and Noodles, those gorillas. I don't know what that is. Did we all answer? Let's move on to the next one. If you could go back, oh, this is a tough one, eh? If you could go back and change, no, let's not do that one. Oh goodness, I won't do that one either. Silly, but not in a funny, not fun. It's funny because mine is, but I don't think it's gonna be funny for everybody. Name one thing in the future that you. Okay, okay, guys, are you ready? Name one thing in the future that you are really looking forward to. My response is going to go back to the other question of a controversial opinion that I'm willing to admit. Oh, I can't say that out loud. I'm going to change mine. Oh, it's okay, push in. No texting and driving. We don't approve of texting and driving. Oh, living in a warm climate? Yeah, that suits you, Jem. One day. I see you in a tropical island. Like that's when I picture you in a tropical island on the beach with a drink in your hand and the sun shining. Yeah. I'm gonna switch mine because what I was gonna say um maybe is too controversial. But what I'm gonna say instead is I'm looking forward to the segregation of people who are okay with living with AI and people who want nothing to do with AI. So we form our own government and our own portion of the world, and it's completely segregated. We have nothing to do with that other world, that other whatever cesspool. I'm looking forward to that because at some point there's somebody's gonna decide like, okay, remember that wall idea? Now let's put it to use for this. We're gonna build a wall, form our own government. We have our own people, and it's gonna go back to old school. No more AI. Oh, goodness. Joe, same here, but I don't sleep on the floor at this time, although I did for a while. I sleep on the couch and I can't wait. I'm looking forward. These are much less controversial than what I was going. Yeah, sleeping in a bed again. Frig. And Jem is living in a warm country and retiring. Phyllis, you disconnected? All good? Are you going to answer or do you want me to read it again? The question is, name one thing in the future that you are really looking forward to. Oh, Monk, now I'm thinking about a bed. That's what... People are out there fantasizing about all kinds of crazy stuff, and all we want is a bed. Like, is it too much? Yes, Felice, you're part of this for sure. Actual peace, Felice says. No tricking people and for AI to be controlled except for Alexa. Well, Alexa is a part of that. So, I don't want to burst your bubble, buddy. That's a great answer, except for Alexa part. I mean, unless I'm misunderstanding your answer, Alexa is creepy, super creepy. Hopi prophecy bomber, two ways of life on the earth. The ones who want to live in nature and those who like the status quo. See, that's interesting because I've heard the name Hopi prophecy before, but I've never looked into that. I'm going to screenshot it. And I guess I could be a normal human being and write it down. But I want to look into that because I'm very much into that. I want to get away from this. You guys. Philly says, I said thank you to Alexa, and she said, you're welcome. My dad and his girlfriend, when we were out one day, she picked up an Alexa at a yard sale. This is after my dad had passed. So I can't like, I think if that would have drove him crazy. I think he would have been like me and gotten in fights with Alexa. But yeah, I got in fights with Alexa. For sure. She doesn't like when you tell her off. For those of you who have an Alexa, ask her if she wants swimming lessons. Ask her if she wants to go swimming. A monk says, I called Siri Alexa and now she won't talk to me. Yeah, Alexa wouldn't talk to me either when I was staying at my dad's girlfriend's. After he passed, I stayed with her for a while so she wasn't alone, and also I wasn't ready to come back here to be alone after that. But she had never been alone. Like, she had always been with my dad, and I'm very much like my dad, so I thought that would be comforting for her. And she found an Alexa for $5 at a yard sale. There was a lot of swearing. And there was a lot of trying to get Alexa to swear. You can ask her what a female dog is. That's one of the only ways you're going to get her to swear. Did you ask her? Do you guys have Alexa? Who here has Alexa? Ask her if she needs swimming lessons. Ask her if she wants swimming lessons or if she wants to go swimming. Oh goodness, sorry guys, I didn't mute again and I'm yawning so much. I'm used to being in bed and ready to fall asleep when it's gotten dark here and it's been dark for a bit. Yeah, me too, Jem. Yeah, it was bittersweet. What my aunt is. I'm thinking back to the things I called Alexa when I was staying at the house. She got to the point where when she would hear my voice, she would like beep her little friggin' passive aggressive beep and then like a little, that silent, like immediate silent. Like I didn't even ask anything. She just heard my voice. She's like, not this bitch. I'm not speaking to her. Fine. I asked her a question, and sometimes my dad's girlfriend and I would be in the room, and we'd both be trying to ask her a question. She'd answer her, but she would shut down for me. Like she knew my voice. She's like, I'm not having this. Cut all the power in an instant. Oh yeah, seal in French. For these, I was trying to think that, and I don't remember if she actually said it or if she came up with a different word. I can't remember. Maybe she did say it. I know there was only a few ways that I could get her to swear. Yeah, like they're so passive aggressive, HM. Oh, Phineas, I can't remember what the word is. The ceiling. Oh, I know it's a swear word, but I can't remember what it is. Qu'est-ce que c'est en anglais? Ou en français. Here it says plafond, but I don't know what the word is. Let's say Quebec, because Quebec is different. Le plafond. I don't see what it is. I'm gonna move these. So I think I've been drinking a bit of water. I gotta go use the ladies' room, guys and girls and beasts of this world. So I'm gonna just put you. I'm just gonna go and use the ladies' room. I'm only gonna be 2 minutes. So stay here, guys, and maybe I'll ask another question so that you can answer it in the meantime and discuss it. What is your favorite dessert? There, you guys can discuss that, and I'll be back in 2 minutes, okay? Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna scroll back here and catch up. You just say, what is the ceiling French? Yeah, but I don't know what that is. And isn't it a swear word? I thought the ceiling was a swear word. But I can't remember what it is. You're asking her cosmic questions, Jem. I asked Alexa. Jem says, I asked Alexa, would she consider changing her gender? Gender. She did not know what to say. Pushin says, I accidentally typed noodles twice, but those were members of the group Gorillas. Oh, okay. Okay. Lee says, Alexa's watching me. Yes, she is. She's super creepy like that. And yes, I was muted. And I have to powder my nose. She says, the Sahara. Sorry, my humor is a little dry. Jam, she was watching, yeah? Joe and I. Chocolate torte avec chocolat nash. Pushin, but seriously, creme brulee or pudding. Okay, I forgot the question for a second, but what is your favorite dessert? Chocolate confetti, which is chocolate, peanut butter, marshmallows, and a little bit of butter. That right there is magic. Or peppermint patties. pumpkin pie. And that's it. Nothing else. Just kidding. There's probably something else, but what is pudding cake? It sounds interesting. I think I'm gonna go to Jem's place for dessert though. Chocolate torte with chocolate nash. I'm all about that chocolate. Have you guys ever had chocolate confetti? It's got to be with the white marshmallows though. Not the weird fruity colorful ones. Felice, what is your favorite dessert? Where's Joe Monk? Did he fall asleep? Joe Monk, if you're awake, type in what your favorite dessert is. Jem also likes coconut cream pie. Oh, for me, lemon something. I don't know. Lemon, I can't think of anything, but I love lemon. So something lemon. Like a lemon cheesecake. Oh, that would be good. Pushin says it's like vanilla cake with a thinnish layer of vanilla pudding in the middle. Ooh, interesting. Okay. What never fails to make you laugh? What never fails to make you laugh? I can probably put this one right in the chat. Let's see. Is it going to let me do it? Jem says, what never fails to make her laugh is Impractical Jokers. Is that a show, Jem? Is that a skit? I think, did Felice get called out for not doing his homework, maybe? Oh, yeah, okay, it's a TV show. You can see them on YouTube also. That's cool. That sounds like something I would like to see. I have two things, and it depends on my mood. So if everything's, just normal, then the CPR scene from The Office, that'll make my belly hurt from laughing. It's got to be the full scene. I think, I can't remember if it's 4 minutes or 8 minutes, but it's the full CPR scene from The Office, and it's so stupid. It's so funny. And if I'm in a dark place, then there's two things that bring me joy or make me laugh. It's pretty dark, guys. Uh, Dumb tourists being attacked by wild animals while they're doing something dumb. And animals at the zoo who threaten to eat children. Like, they can't actually get through the glass, but they're pawing at them, like the lions are pawing through the glass at little kids. It's pretty dark, I know. They're not actually going to eat them or attack them. But like when the gorilla runs and like slams his fist into the glass, and I think it broke the glass a little bit, and it terrified everybody. Oh goodness, I love it. If I'm in a really, really dark place, which not lately, okay? Let's just be clear. Not this dark. But when zoo animals actually get out, yeah, that's good stuff right there. Except for innocent people do get hurt. So there's that. But there's something really satisfying about a caged animal being released. I don't like cages. But yeah, the dumb tourist thing, that makes me laugh. Especially with the bison, like the people that go up close and they start like, I'm gonna take pictures and selfies. And then they get hurled up through the air, like, oh, those are the best. Jem, you know where I get my news now? Because I can't stand the news anymore. Like, I just can't tolerate it. Um, Josh Johnson, the comedian, I get, and I keep it well balanced, right, with him because I also get, what's his name? The ginger. Oh, what's his name? He just recently said that he's not going to be doing politics so much, and I put him on politics, but I don't know why my brain's not remembering. I'm gonna look here and see on my other phone, see if I can. It's on the tip of my tongue. Jeez. For a while, I was listening to him every night. Where can I go for this? Well, oh goodness, I don't know what's happening here. Settings. Terrible that I can't remember. He's so funny. He should be in my notifications here. Oh, there, JP. 2 letters, and I couldn't remember. JP. Telling you guys, this whatever's going on in my body right now, it's messing with my brain. Jem, yeah, you've seen it. It's so good. That scene is so good. Um, Especially when Dwight takes the mask or like cuts the face off the CPR doll. Oh my God. I shouldn't say doll, the dummy. The CPR dummy. It, like puts it on the phone. It's so face. Oh, and then Kelly's dancing to them singing. Oh my God. It's so good. If you guys have not seen it, the CPR, I wonder if I can do it with my other phone, if I can link the office. I bet I can. Full CPR. Also, the fire drill scene is really good too. Is it really? It's not only 3 minutes. First aid fail. That's what I think it is, though. For some reason, I thought it was 8 minutes long, but I guess maybe I just listened to it twice. That's probably why I always think it's 8 minutes. Okay, if I do copy, no. What did I do? Share. Copy link. Now, if I go to my own YouTube, I'm live. The office. CPR. Okay, did I do it? I did it. Okay, that's the plus side of having multiple devices, because I was able to do that on my old phone. Okay, Gem, the Monty Python movie always make you laugh. Yeah. Dumb tourists. Yeah. Dumb tourists doing dumb things. That's exactly what it is. Pushin says, also Norm Macdonald makes me laugh like crazy. Yep, he's good. Pushin also says, my dad's best friend is friends with JP Sears. Huh. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. And then I also like Josh Johnson. And if you guys ever, he does stand up and he just does a fresh routine every night. Like I don't know how he does it. But it's based on whatever news is in the news. Um, and his comedic timing is phenomenal. I think he does lean a little right to center, maybe. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Like based on Canadian politics, I would say he leans a little bit center left-ish. And maybe with some things on the right, but I think I would say probably more centered. But it's a good way to find out the news. Like whatever's going on, he does a whole stand-up act on it. So I think he releases his videos Wednesdays. If ever you guys are interested. It's great. You could go back on his channel and any of the crazy stuff that's been in the news over like oh my God. Everyone is fresh and new. It's crazy every week. Yeah, he's about as political as I get, Pushin says. Same here. He is very funny. Jam, are you watching the CPR scene? Oh goodness, guys, it's so good. If you're not already watching it, like go and click on it so you don't lose the link. And then as soon as we shut down here, um, you'll have it in your history. Then go directly to that link after this live stream is done. It's so good. I think it's comedic genius. Like that whole show, every character, like I wouldn't be able to if they asked like if any of those characters were like if you needed to choose a character out of them to get rid of, I wouldn't be able to. I think each of them are like this magnificent puzzle piece to this beautiful giant puzzle. And each of them are required to have the full picture. Just absolute genius. Oh, that was a big yawn. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Um, I like the beginning part. I can't remember how they word it, but like the person who did this, blah 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 blah, like they were fired or something. It's been a while, but it was funny. Well, let's do one more question, and then I think that'll be it for the game. What is the... No. Oh, that's a good one. Is that the question? Let's see. We already did that one. Oh, that's a good one for another time. Oh, some of these are because they make you... It's to have conversation, right? So if you're sitting with your friends, you pull these cards out and people start discussing. So some of them are better fit for us tonight, and some are less so. Well, we already did these. Some of these are just crazy. Like, yeah, we're not going to do those ones. Hang on. Okay. That one's not a bad one. Okay, guys. This is a good one for us who are setting our challenges. So anybody who's thinking about your challenges and you're not sure really what direction to take that in, and for anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about for challenges, rather than doing New Year's resolutions, we are setting ourselves some challenges for the year. You can choose one challenge or you can choose multiple challenges. You get to do whatever you want. It's your game, your rules. And no failure, only feedback. So no shame, no guilt, none of that. You build and create your own discipline, strengthen your own discipline, and hold yourself accountable. And for some of these things, we have shared challenges in here. So we'll be able to do that kind of as a community as well. So if you're questioning and not sure, oh, hang on. Hi, baby. What? You're still mad at me because I pulled that thing out between your toes? Are you not mad or no? Or you are? What's up? Oh, tell me. What is it? Yeah. Are you gonna get over it? Maybe. Yeah. See, we don't hold grudges. You're such a good girl. Yeah, you want to play too, probably, eh? Okay, so here's the question, guys. I'm going to ask it and then I'll put it in chat. And then let's have a little discussion. Oh, that's Sister Bear, yeah. That's my eldest. Hey, Mr. Leahy. She's a good girl. But she's the trailer park supervisor. Yeah. And she's on medication, so sometimes if we wake her up just at the right time, she looks drunk. Drunk as fuck. Hey, Bubba? Yeah, but she's a good girl. She's all heart. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. She's a good girl. Pretty bear. Oh, pretty bear. Yeah. Okay, so here's the question, guys. Are we ready? What do you wish you had more time for? What do you wish you had more time for? Now, we're going to add one here, and I'm going to type it in. What do you wish you had more time for? Does that show on the screen? Yeah. Yeah. I think. What do you wish you had more time for? So, okay. So, for those of you who haven't set challenges yet or are struggling to come up to pinpoint, maybe consider that. What do you wish you had more time for? Because the truth is, we waste so much time doing nonsense shit that in the moment we justify it like, oh, I'm relaxing, I'm doing this, whatever. People get scrolling on their phones or sit and lost in space, like thinking about all kinds of stuff that we don't have any control over. And we could be using that time to put towards something we've not been doing that we wish we had more time for. It's like the perfect question for us, really, for the challenges. What do we wish we had more time for? She says, catnip. Yeah. You want to get high? Me? That's 2 days in a row that I found the catnip on the floor. The whole container. Was it you? Me? I bet it was sister, eh? Oh, Schwester? You wouldn't knock it off the shelf. Eh? What do we wish we had more time for? For binkies. Eh? Playing with the binkies. The red dot light. What else? Oh, rubs right there. We need more time for rubs right there. Oh boy. For snuggles and sleep, probably, eh? Sleep is a good one. You find time for that, eh, Bubby? Yeah. I want to start putting more time aside for getting outside more, even though it's winter. And I kind of have been not doing that, not going out. Oh, Sister Bear says, speaking of making time to sleep, we're due to sleep again. So she's gone. Anyways, yeah, I would like to get up in the woods. Well, I can't in the winter. No, that's not true. Here's the thing. My tante and uncle have snowshoes for me, and I've never owned snowshoes, guys. So I'm hoping they fit, and I'm hoping that they work, and I'm really excited. And I won't probably get them for a little bit, but they had a spare pair in the house, I guess. So they're gonna bring them to me. Oh, sorry, guys, I'm getting really sleepy. Um, yeah, so we will be able to get into the woods very soon. Pushin says, wait, did I go far enough back? Okay, I'm gonna go to here because I'm. Oh, goodness. Okay. Jem says she's gonna think about that one. Pushin says, I wish I had more time for learning how to astral travel, especially since Sai is no longer stifling those aspirations for me. Oh, that was being stifled? Yeah, you're your own person, Pushin, so you get to do anything that you want to do. You're your own adult. I like to say that when anybody's attempting to limit me, or even myself, if I'm attempting to limit myself and I get an idea of something. I am my own adult. I get to do whatever I want. And you do too, all of you. Joe says, I wish I had more time for unraveling mysteries. I want to know stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I think I got saturated and completely, I don't know what the word is. It's not like there's so much more to learn still, but maybe taking in too much over a span of like with no downtime to go inward and organize that stuff into the filing cabinet, you know? Like all the tabs are open and they're just so full. I don't know. Um, there's so much more I want to learn, but my brain feels like it's at capacity. So I need to go in and close some tabs and declutter the excess stuff that in my brain that isn't serving me. That's actually a big part of my um challenge, which it's already started last year, but this year it's going into full swing. Release, 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 release. So, yeah, like, I mean, we learn so much all the time, and then it's like a lot of that stuff it doesn't serve any, like, not that it doesn't serve any purpose, but um, I just, there's so much out there to learn that I feel wasting time on some things doesn't serve me. I'll say like that. Especially at this point, it's like negative energy. Yes, we fall prey to it. We're human. That happens. But when we catch ourselves, um, staying present with something that's making us feel low vibration and bringing us down energetically, then that's up to us to catch that and go, you know what? This is not making me feel great. I was feeling better before this. I'm going to switch and do something else that makes me feel great. You know? I don't know how I got onto that tangent, but you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, about learning stuff. I don't know that. Oh, goodness. Pushin says it was probably the wind. Oh, there was a motorcycle went by. It's not windy here. But I'm like, I do have cats running around on things. Not now, they're sleeping, but we're on the sidewalk. Oh, oh goodness. Sorry, guys. Oh, I think that was probably a quote from something. My brain's shutting down. Joe says, by the way, thanks, Bomber. My Rottweiler now thinks I have a cat hidden on me somewhere because your cat was meowing. Oh, boy. Your shark would eat my cat. She's tiny. She's a wildcat. Like a legit wildcat. It really is, isn't it, Jem? It's a perfect question. What do you wish you had more time for? Pushim says, yes, very much so. She brought my entire frequency down. Good riddance. That's unfortunate. And like I don't know her. I don't want to speak ill. I always got good vibes from her. As like I can't speak to any of that stuff. I always liked her, but I don't know anybody. Like that's the thing, right? We don't know anybody. Some people make it very obvious and some not so. And you knew her better than I did by far, so I'm gonna, yeah, I'm gonna stay ambivalent, neutral. Switzerland. I don't think Switzerland's neutral anymore, but um, we're gonna, I'm gonna stay neutral. Jem says my cat used to open the drawer where the catnip was stored. One day he got into the container, rolled in it. Oh, Jem, you give me flashbacks to the Norwegian forest cat I had. I was gonna train him to use the toilet. And so I bought the liner that goes on the toilet. And it also came with a package, a little tiny package. I thought it was tiny, of catnip that you're to use progressively as you train. And I put this thing in the back bedroom with the door shut. Um so it was the room where we had pictures up and like place where we didn't want the cats to go because they would knock things down. We'll put that in there to keep it safe. And my other cat learned how to open doors. So he opened the door. I came home from work. This tray thing is still in the bag, but the catnip is fucking everywhere. All over everywhere. I don't know how they managed to do it. It was everywhere. And the two of them were lying on the floor and they're like they were just in their glory. And I never bothered to teach him how to use the toilet. But now the last 2 days in a row, I'm finding the container of catnip knocked onto the floor and they don't open it. but it gets knocked to the floor. And I don't know I don't know who's doing that. I'm curious. Could be either of them. Oh, you're welcome, Pushin. You are your own adult. Keep telling yourself that. Go look yourself in the mirror. Believe it. Hi, Mike. Good to see you. Welcome to the chat. We're doing questions. This is the last one from this game, just for tonight. We'll go back to this game and do this regularly. I think that's a good little addition to the live streams. But to go along with the challenges, what do you wish you had more time for? And that's a question for everybody to answer. Pappy Two Bears is back. Hello, Pappy. Declutter, defrag, delete, empty trash bin. Yes, as above, so below. Upgrade your software to receive new opportunities and abilities. We are spiritual quantum creations that Creator is upgrading. Pappy, you just always know how to say the words. I love it. Love you. Also, we didn't make it to the river tonight, and that's okay. We will make it there in the next few days or next week. I know you were here last night when I mentioned about the spider, and I did go today, and I'm gonna be okay. I'm just not right now, and that's okay. So we didn't make it to the river, but we will. Look it! One of my mods is here. Heart of the Earth, hello, hello, welcome. Oh, what's the face? Oh, Heart of the Earth, what's happened? What did I miss? What did I miss? What's happened? I wish I could have you come on the stream to tell me. I'm sure that if you've lost somebody, you're not wanting to talk about it likely. Gosh, it's so many people passing, eh? Oh God, Heart of the Earth. Oh God. When did that happen? Oh my goodness. You know something, Heart of the Earth? There's no better place that she would have wanted to be than in your arms in that moment. Not a single place on the planet that she would have rather been. Oh, Heart of the Earth. That's a gift that you were able to give her, to be there present with her and hold her. Of all the places that either of you that could be in the world in that moment, you were able to be there holding her. Of course you did. Of course you did. And even though for us we feel it wasn't their time, that's not up to us to decide, right? And because she's gone, you know that clearly it was her time. And nothing you could have done could have changed that. Oh gosh, heart of the earth. Oh, heart of the earth, you are my show. This is anybody's who's in the chat. This is all just us here being together. I'm not the show at all. It's just us being together. Being present. You're not alone. I don't know how many people are actually in the chat. Sometimes it says one when I know that there's multiple. And right now it says 6, so I'm not sure for sure. But you're not alone. And you can do whatever. If you want to drop a link, go ahead. There's nothing else that you need to do. Don't feel like the moderator thing. You don't feel obligated to, whatever, I get a strong sense of peace. And I'm sure that that's not coming from you. Because I'm sure that you're likely feeling anything but peace. But are you able to feel that from her? Puppy Two Bears, I wish I could post your comment up on the screen. It won't let me do it from here. Will it? Let me try. Yes, you can. Well, you do and be and feel however you need to go through it to process it. I get a really strong sense of peace. I don't feel chaos. Which is difficult for me to comprehend because when I lose somebody, I go into total chaos. Emotionally, like I just don't deal with loss very well, even though I know how it goes. The spiritual side, I understand it. It's the human part. The human part of me just doesn't deal with it well. For myself or for anybody. And there's just so much loss, right? So many people. Poppy, that's a great comment. Our loved ones live on in our memories and gifts they give us. Heart of the Earth, what was the message? You said that I had a message for a person wearing old school cologne. Was I able to send the message, or we didn't know who it was for? And is that what, um, did she wear old school cologne? Oh, so it didn't pick up like at the time that that would have been for you? Yeah, New Year's, there was a lot going on. And I totally get it if that didn't um click right away that it was for you. When when did that happen? Was it must have been just after because we're what now? We're 12 days after? Yeah, Old Spice is old school. This was I remember the vintage cologne, yeah. The next Tuesday night. I'm glad you feel that, Heart. So sorry. Well, while we're here and we still have the question up, does anybody want to answer it? What do you wish you had more time for? Heart of the Earth, I'm sending you so much love and light. You've found the peace. And that's really all we can wish for, right? If anything does come up, we can, you know where I am. What do we wish we had more time for? Yeah, loved ones, that's a great answer. I think that that's probably what mine is too, really. Like, of all the things, there's so much that would love to have more time for. Um, Loved ones is something that, it's just a matter of doing it, just making that time, prioritizing, right? Your grandma's still alive? Damn, you are blessed. Is she still aware and present? Like she knows, um, she's got her faculties, or, um, is it not like that for her? 6 doors down from your wife, she gets admitted. Wow. And what brought her to the hospital? Like, what made her have to go to the hospital, your grandma? Isn't that something that she was just 6 doors down? Jem, you're contemplating going in the snow, are you? Oh, standing up and blacks out. Isn't that low blood pressure? That used to happen to me all the time. Um, Vitamin D deficiency, D3 with K2. I'm not a doctor, by the way. I have studied the vitamin D thing, and I still don't understand fully all of it. But I know vitamin D, getting my vitamin D in check, that fixed that for me. I forgot all about that used to happen. All the time it happened. It was really awkward at work. As be serving a customer at the hardware. Pass out into a shelf. It was maybe ask them to do a vitamin panel on her. Because especially at that age, if she's not getting out and getting sunshine, real real sunshine, then she's going to be deficient. We've got a vitamin D deficiency epidemic in the world going on, especially this time of year. And taking K2 with the D3, make sure that it makes it so that you don't end up with calcium deposits in the arteries, and it puts calcium into the bones and teeth where it's meant to be. Taking magnesium with that makes the vitamin D work so it's more bioavailable. Taking zinc with that combination helps the vitamin D receptors. So for anybody who has issues with vitamin D absorption, autoimmune disease, any kind of chronic illness. But definitely research that. Research that stuff. And nutritionists don't know as much as what people give them credit for. Like a lot of these so-called experts, they've not researched but nutrition with the vitamins. Excuse me, like they're parroting basically whatever they were told is the food pyramid or the guide, like excuse me. With the vitamins, I've noticed that unless you're seeing a naturopath who's really educated in that stuff. Also, they made a mistake with the vitamin D 11 years ago, and they've not corrected it since. Dr. Campbell put out a video recently, last week, about it. Dr. Berg put out a video last week about it, and I'm not a huge fan of Dr. Berg on a personal level with his personal stuff with his son. But all that aside, none of my business. The science behind the stuff that he shares, um, there's information there that, and Dr. Campbell actually, he shared the data from the studies of where they made the mistake, what we're supposed to be getting. And I would say, like, I don't even know the percentage, but most doctors are still giving advice based on the old false error. But 10,000 IU for just a maintenance, and higher doses for therapeutic. Like, I take 20,000, and I just found out tonight, because I'm doing a deep dive on this again, that for my health issues, I guess I'm gonna have to be going on like 35,000 or something. Crazy numbers, which I don't know how I'm gonna manage this, but figure it out. For now, I'm on 20,000. But you want to take it with K2. Not taking it with K2, you get calcification, and you'll end up with calcium going into your arteries rather than into your bones and teeth where it's meant to be. And things like magnesium and zinc. And then they're saying now, I just recently heard about us needing to take vitamin A with that, but I haven't researched that at all. So I can't speak on that, on the vitamin A. And I know that getting too much A can be problematic. Which is the same as anything, taking too much of something can definitely be an issue. But, let's say your doctor says, oh, your magnesium is too high. Well, maybe you need to pump up your vitamin D. But it helps. They all work synergistically together. And then there's something with the zinc and copper, I believe, but I could be misquoting that, so I'm not going to actually go any further into that. But I do know about the D3. Oh, and with vitamin D3, you want to take liquid capsules or liquid drops. They're both the same. Liquid drops are more convenient. They get absorbed faster, but the other ones, the liquid capsules, will still get absorbed. It just takes a little bit longer. It's the same. Liquid drops are more expensive. Often you'll look and see that per drop, it's 1,000 IU. So if you're taking 10,000, that's 10 drops. What you don't want to take is powdered capsules. We don't absorb the powdered capsules, and I don't know why they sell them, because we don't absorb them. Oh yeah, magnesium. I wasn't taking magnesium for years. I didn't know anything about it. And now I'm taking it, and I don't know which one you're taking. Let us know which one you're taking. I'm taking the biglycinate, if I'm saying that right. In my bottle, it says there's also oxide, magnesium oxide, and that's one that we should not be taking. So my pharmacist was not too impressed when I showed her in the bottle that they kind of snuck that in the ingredients. Hillbilly Herb, good to see you. He says, a funny story for you. Smudged my house yesterday with a cedar and catnip stick I made in the summer. When I didn't have a cat, holy smokes, she went bananas for hours. Doe. Oh my goodness. Now I kind of want to make a catnip smudge stick. Little Alice. That's cute. Hillbilly Herb, the last 2 days, I have found the catnip container on the floor, upside down, not opened, just knocked off the shelf. So I'm getting messages. I feel like I shouldn't wait a third day to see what will happen. I think tonight's the night that everybody's going to get high. She was rolling and playing and cuddling like a kitten. It was hilarious. Oh, how old is she? How sweet. I love that. So for Hillbilly Herb and anybody else just popping in, challenges officially start tomorrow or they don't. Whatever you decide, that's you're making your own rules. But if you're starting on the 15th, that's tomorrow. Energetically, things were really, you're going to feel more driven to start new projects on the 18th. So don't feel like if in the next couple days you're not finding that drive. Don't get down on yourself. By the 18th, we'll be ready energy wise to start new projects and goals and all that stuff. But officially starting tomorrow, yeah, that's it. The new moon is coming and we're going into Aquarius season. So that's coming up. So if you've not set your goals or your challenges, I should say, for this year, now is the time to get those challenges in check and get them ready to go. If you don't start tomorrow, in the next couple days, time to start to turn that engine. And one of the questions from the cards tonight is, what do you wish you had more time for? Yes, cats are funny. Sometimes I can just sit and watch these two. The new one especially, the one that came in July. Zenith. Do you know your name yet, Zen? Zen. Zenith. Hey. Zenith. Zen. Ma. Oh, she moved her head. I was going to start doing the ma, mother, mom, mummy. As soon as I said ma, she moved her head. Zen? What? Is she in your spot up there? You're not happy? She's in your spot? You always get that spot now. It's kind of her turn, isn't it? Oh, big sigh. Yeah. So they're going to have some... What was that? They're going to get some catnip tonight. I say, who wants to get high? I say, we do. No, they're in sleep mode. Except this one's in pout mode. Hey? Is she in your spot? What? What? Yeah. Yeah. What? Tell me about it. Yeah? What? You gonna tell me about it? You're so funny. Oh, goodness. I could just... Especially when they start playing together, they're so funny. But this one, um, she can just play by herself and entertain herself, which is really good because my elder cat, she picks and chooses the times when she'll partake in playtime. Zenith, what are you doing? That's my Toto. You're so silly. Uh, you're, oh God, how are they so cute? You're like a... It's like you're too cute for your own good. And you need your nails trimmed right there, that one. Yeah. Anyways, guys, and guys and girls and beasts of this world, what do you wish you had more time for? Think about it and turn that into your challenge for the year. If you're struggling to figure out what you want to set as your challenge, maybe you already know. Maybe you already have them set. Maybe you've already started them. Maybe you have one. Maybe you have multiple. Oh, big yawn. I know. That time. Well, we're working with the sun and the moon, so. She just grabbed my hand. What? You're so funny. Thank you much, Lee. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And maybe we'll go live tomorrow. We'll see. Not sure yet. Yeah, maybe. My landlords are coming on Saturday, so there's a few things like just vacuuming and that I want to do. I thought there was a ton more that I wanted to do, but really I'm doing pretty good over here. So with implementing the do it now and everything is easy. Yeah. So yeah. All right. Much love to everybody. Big hugs and sending love and light and healing energy. Surround yourselves in the white protective light. And nothing and nobody can come in unless you've invited them. I invite my grandmother, my father, and my pets. Many blessings, positive blessings, and pushing you, you and Sandy go win that lottery. Win all the monies. Okay, guys. Dankeschön. Merci. Thank you. Walala and walali egg. We'll see you next time.